Thou shalt not make to thyself a graven thing, nor the likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or in the earth beneath, nor of those things that are in the waters under the earth. Exodus 24. What the fudge? That's definitely likeness. So, okay, serious question. And this, why, if that's in the Bible, how on earth do traditional Catholics, or Catholics in general for that matter, justify this? Images everywhere, venerated all the time. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This is one of the hardest things for me to get used to when I became a Catholic. Prior to that, I had some very iconoclastic beliefs. Like, there's virtually no childhood artwork of me drawing pictures of Jesus anymore because I destroyed them all in my teen years because I thought that they were idolatrous. So how did I go from that to this biblically? So first of all, I want to address some of the objections that some Protestants have to like images, as well as where it is in the Bible. Like, fact of the matter is, I can justify it philosophically on my heart's content, but the people who have problems with images, their main problem is that it goes against the Bible. So, for starters, in Exodus 25:18, not all images are forbidden. So, like, you have like what you got here: statue of an angel. I use that for my guardian angel. And here we have Michael and Gabriel. Guess what? Solomon's on the Ark of the Covenant, Exodus 25:18. There had to be 2 cherubim on the Ark of the Covenant. God explicitly commanded that images be made. That being said, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not a very strong argument, except against some of the more extreme Protestants. Because mainly those images in the Ark were not venerated. They were just didactic, decorative, and that is a big difference. So most non-Catholics are concerned about the veneration of images and statues when they object to the Catholic Church. It's like, yes, I will bow before this crucifix, and that's different from me just having a picture of Jesus on the cross. So, like, think like the Mormons, the LDS, they have pictures of Jesus all the time, but they don't venerate them. And that was kind of like my view before I became a Catholic as well. Like, I did have pictures on the sides of, like, I made shrines, but, like, the center area was, like, an empty space on purpose. And it had pictures of Jesus and of angels and saints on the walls of shrines I would make. But I wouldn't venerate them at all, ever, no matter what. Here's the thing. So this always bothered me. So I started looking up Catholicism, and then I found an interesting verse in the Bible. So with this guy, you know Jesus, this guy right here, that eye on the cross, I'm going to tell some about Christianity in general is that he changed things. No Christian would challenge that, of any sort, of any brand. The question is what and how. So let me show you something in the Bible. Yes, we have images even in the Bible among Church Catholics. Yes, I know, we have them everywhere. So it would be in Deuteronomy 4:15. Keep therefore your souls carefully. You saw not any similitude in the day that the Lord God spoke to you in Horeb from the midst of the fire, lest perhaps being deceived you might make you a graven similitude or image of male or female. That's Deuteronomy 4:15-16. We have the image. Reason why no images were given at Mount Sinai. That was the reason why no images were given at Mount Sinai. That's why you couldn't have those images. Because think about like ancient Greece and Rome. They thought of their gods as like taking naps, being deceived. If you read the Iliad and the Odyssey, you get it all the time. And God doesn't want the people of Israel thinking about him, that he's like any other deity that he just takes power naps of the pagan gods. I read Canaanite myths too. They would sleep, they would be killed, they would fight with each other. They're just like big humans. No, God transcends all that. And that is a true part of it. That has not changed in that regard. God is spirit, he transcends the material world. But something did change 2,000 years ago. John 1:14, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. We didn't see God on Mount Sinai. We did, however, see the Word incarnate die for us on Calvary. We did see the Word incarnate become a man for us in the stable in Bethlehem. We did see that. And so, because we're in a new covenant of grace, that's why we have images now among traditional Catholics to reflect the fact that we now have this new era of grace, that God has become man. The incarnation has happened. And so that's why, and so because of that, the reason given for Deuteronomy for why not to make images no longer holds. It's literally been changed and done away within the new covenant. So that's why we have images. Oh, and for statues in general of Mary of the Saints, like even at least veneration with them came with the new covenant, but even in the old covenant, like you could have pictures, you could have statues. In the old covenant, you just couldn't venerate them, but now because Christ has come in the new, the body has been redeemed, the Word has become flesh, you can see flesh. That's why we can have images and statues now. So anyway, hope this explains some things. God bless.